EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Wilson going to come out throwing. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rush was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield, showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around it. This could really help them on their drive.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular, not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those 1st downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Dobbins will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And you can forgive this defense just a bit here. They know how dangerous Lamar Jackson is running the football. Stopping him is in many ways a prime concern. So here, they're late to react to the handoff on the option, and it costs them as this winds up a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack. Back to throw. Wilson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. Now Jackson on 2nd down. That's taken in by Duvernay. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 of the first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Jackson trying complete there to Flowers. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The tackle made there by Drew Sanders. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Jackson. And it's caught. Touchdown! Devin Duvernay. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss, as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Now Wilson on first down. Same connection. Dulcich once again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. Down the left sideline. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer, because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Wilson. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Wilson on 2nd down. This one swung out to Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 17-yard line. Throwing after the interception. Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Alert.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And the ball is knocked out. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now it's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On second down, here's Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. Touchdown, Broncos! Greg Dulcich, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are able to cut into that deficit. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Tucker's kick is good. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And not much of an opening there, as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's McDonald. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
2nd down and 4.
Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
17 yards. And the Broncos first down.
Wilson. He's got a man. That's Marshall. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Again, Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half.
Taken at the goal line.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10.
No, we changed it. Oh. Hey, Ozzy, shut up.
Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Report.
Jackson will throw again. This is intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. And now here is another interception. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Play action. Now Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Pushing his way through. And the Broncos are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
4 down. 14, got it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home and to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Mims in motion left. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. Finding room at midfield. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
First down, Broncos.
Now Wilson. Screen play set up for Williams. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
This is 2nd and 8. They try the left side here with Williams. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A 54-yard attempt.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and they will remain well behind. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 42.
Jackson now. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's taken down inside the 30. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Back now in Baltimore. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run with Dobbins. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And in for the Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now inside the 25. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 81 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Williams is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the fourth quarter. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, it's deep for Duvernay. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
At their own 48-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. The Broncos on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. It's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting it back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And now they'll just need 4 touchdowns as the deficit is now 28. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we've reached Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out, and you and I, let's get to the airport.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. The quick feet by Jackson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Buying time to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Nick Benito. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Tempo.
After the interception, here's Wilson. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 2nd down and 6 now.
2nd and 6.
Here's Wilson. And now here is another interception. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Jackson, options out left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Obviously. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not